Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain, and so tonight I have a video of another bee recovery that Philip was called in to do. So for those of you who don't know, Philip has been in the tree service business for over 20 years here in Central Florida, and as a result he has a network of friends that he knows within the tree service industry. And he recently got a call from another tree surgeon that got tore up pretty bad by some honeybees on a job that he was called in to do. So Philip was called in to remove the honeybees from the tree so that they could complete the job. What you missed in the video is that before he gets to the point of removing the honeycomb from the tree, he has to locate where exactly that beehive is within the tree. And of course there's usually signs with an exit point from where the bees are coming from. And then he will use his chainsaw and slice the log into sections until he can find the beginning and the end of the honeycomb. Now once he does that, he'll split it open and then he can begin the process of removing the honeycomb and the bees. So he was lucky enough to find the queen bee, and she kind of got away, but we are pretty sure she was in the box because the bees remained with her once they were contained. So the video that follows, you're going to see Philip remove the honeycomb from this hollow tree so that he can relocate this feral honeybee colony.
Comb. That'll help them get on in there, grab a hold of it. And this is what it's going to look like when I grab those comb pieces out and stick them in there. So I rubber band them. All of their resources are all right there. So when they get put in a box, now I can keep digging at it, check as I go, and when I'm ready, I can pull the frame out, do an inspection. There's the queen. Go ahead and grab her, clip her, put her in the box, and we're good to go. Then put it all back in here, leave it till tomorrow morning or late tonight, and then they're good. All right, so usually I have a hive tool with me here, but I didn't bring it with. Somehow I left that behind. So I got two of my empty frames. I got some rubber bands on my hand, and I'm not sure which ones actually work better on the frames. Guess it'll be all right. They're not tight. So I'm going to basically do like a cookie cutter. Cut them to the size of this frame. Stick them in there and put them right in the box. Piece. And I don't like hanging onto these combs for very long. Because there's a lot of beetles. So shook them off into there. I'm gonna let that sit to the side. And that queen could very well be up here. So I'm gonna try to look here first before I disturb the whole nest. Goes up in there. Some honey up in there. Oh yeah, want some honey. Buddy, there's some honey.
Whoa. I got this all on film. Nice.
Yeah, that's some straight up honey. They're not in there for sure. I'll leave that. Let them have some of their honey. Drip all over the frames. Yeah, there's a lot of honey up in there. Sometimes I get fumbling around and I can't grab my clip and I can't take my eyes off the queen. So I gotta make sure I keep that bugger handy. Now I can actually take this piece, pull it away, see, I know she's not in there.
Trying to get a steady hand on this thing.
Take
I
this.
know I don't shake that much, do I?
This. So now they've got some brood in here. I'll do this with the rubber bands and they will actually fill in all the rest. I'll take this, slide it right in here. Put it between two other frames. Keep on digging.
Nice. Look at that. Oh my god. I just don't even want to walk away. Wow. Smile for the camera. Wow, look at that. That is serious.
going up my face. Actually migrate on over. So now all I gotta do is get all the main parts out of here, and then you kind of need to relocate these extra logs because there's going to be remnants. They're going to try to steal from it and all that. Uh-oh.
So one of the things that you saw at the very end of that video there, Philip used a torch to burn inside the hollow log, and that was to kind of burn off some of the leftover debris and such that's inside of that part of the tree, to encourage the honeybees to move into the hive box that he's provided for them. Now the bees were successfully removed into the box. Philip went back about 4:30 in the morning the next day to gather the bees before the forager bees left the box, and he was able to do that successfully. There were some bees bearded on the outside, and he used his smoker to encourage them to go inside. He wraps the entire box in a netting, and then he's able to transport the bees. It's been about 6 days since Philip recovered those bees, and they were actually doing really, really well. And unfortunately, we got news today that the entire colony has absconded. So what that means, if you don't know, is that the honeybees have decided that they do not care to live in that hive box, and them and the queen and all of the bees in the box have left. The place that the bees are at, they've tried to find where they might be. They're going to be in a swarm together until they locate another suitable hive, but unfortunately we have not been able to relocate them. So unfortunately, all of Philip's work to remove the bees did accomplish the goal of removing them from the tree on the property that they were located at, and the tree service company was able to complete their job, but unfortunately the bees will remain a feral colony and we're unable to add them to our apiary. Well friends, I hope that you enjoyed this bee recovery video. I want to thank Joe for doing all the videography of the bee rescue, and we'll see you next time.